Hello friends, it's Candence and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to go back into the maybe wonderful world of TikTok. And this time, let's see, what did I type in? I typed in piercing fails gone wrong. Now, I'm not one of those famous YouTubers who gets people to DM me things on Instagram. But if you wanted to, DM me something that you want me to react to. Anything, could be on Instagram, could be any picture you saw. Send it to me. Hello? Okay, hold on. Anyway, if you did want to go ahead and send something over to my DMs, I'd appreciate that. And then I could make videos reacting to whatever you send me. It could be you, it could be something crazy you saw on the interwebs. Anyway, I also figured since you guys don't have any sound, I figured I would just watch it with no sound, and I guess I'll just see how it goes. That way we can have the same experience and be just as confused together. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Let me know what sort of videos you would want to see next, whether it's more TikTok reactions, more Instagram reactions. I definitely want to do an Instagram, like positive Instagram again, so I could just look at jewelry for like a half hour straight. That would be delightful. So definitely comment down below. What types of stuff do you want to see? Maybe I could try my hand at like ear curation. I think that'd be fun. And then you could send me, you could DM me pictures of your ears, and I could literally like just deck them out in gold. Not in real life, but like we can all play, right? See what I would decorate your ears to be. I'll be the ear curator. Anyway, let's get on into this TikTok reaction. My eyes. I thought people put closed captions on TikToks. Well, I don't care what they're saying. I don't really like Lulus. If you want me to make a video on why I don't like Lulus, just, oh wait. Oh, frick. I should record this. Thank freaking goodness I pressed record. You're recording now? Okay. I'm actually recording now. But yeah, this is Lulu's, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. That's my fault though. I don't know if that's on purpose or if she came in there. I don't like Lulu's. I'm not gonna like anything they say either way. If you want a video on why I don't like Lulu's, you can comment down below. I could make a video on it, but I don't really see a need to make a video on why I don't like these people. This is a sign to not get your doth and tragus at the same time. Oh no. It's only 1 week and my ear got super infected and filled with pus infected ear canal. Ugh. You can definitely... I can't even read all that. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. This person clearly went to a terrible piercer. A few things you can see right off the bat that makes it extremely obvious. First of all, you are allowed to get pierced with a ring in your doth. That's actually an ideal jewelry. The problem with this doth is the size of the ring. When I got my doth pierced, I got pierced with an 11mm ring, I think. And that's the diameter. You need a really large diameter to accommodate swelling. The second reason I can tell this was a bad piercer is that they put a ring in the tragus. Now, there are a few piercings that say you can use a ring, not even including like genital piercings or anything like that. You can get your septum pierced with a ring, you can get your doth pierced with a ring, and that is to be expected. You want to be pierced with a ring, You might think a curved barbell for a doth. That's actually not an ideal ring. That's like, if you need to hide it, sure, but ideal is a ring for those piercings. Some piercers do rings for lobes since they are pretty easy healers and soft tissue. And then, yeah, since they're soft tissue, I think my piercer actually offers some lobes with rings. I think they would prefer a stud over a ring, but they will pierce a lobe with rings. But other than that, I don't think my piercer pierces anything else with a ring. Never a nostril with a ring. You never pierce cartilage piercings with a ring except for a doth. As far as I know, maybe some places do like rooks or something, but that's like a special, like a more special place. A tragus is just a front to back. It'll work better with a stud. If you have to put earbuds in, whatever the case is, always a stud. Always a stud. You know that this person didn't go to a good piercer in the first place. So what you may conclude from that is the small diameter in the doth made the piercing swell up. It wasn't because they got two at once. I got my doth and tragus pierced at once. Actually, that tragus failed, so maybe that's not a great example. But I didn't get an infection. I didn't get like pus. I just got a bump on my tragus that never went away, basically. And the same thing happens with this tragus. It's probably because I'm a lazy person and I don't take care of it right. Or just my traguses don't like being pierced. Anything could happen. I don't know. But either way, it's not because you got a doth and a tragus pierced at the same time. It's because you went to a bad place. They gave you a ring that wasn't going to accommodate swelling ever. That's a tiny, tiny, tiny ring in your doth. So that then exacerbated the swelling, made it swell up even more. And then if you went to a bad piercer, which seems like you did by the jewelry that you received from them, since you went to a bad piercer, who knows if they even sterilized properly? Like, they might have rubbed you down with alcohol, it might have looked sterilized. Even if they did sterilize all their equipment, were they changing their gloves properly? Did they wipe down your ear and then, like, pick up their phone? Because piercers do that. They'll pick up their phone, like, not any piercers I've gone to, but some places you'll go to get a piercing and they'll have their gloves on while they touch other things, and then they'll go to still pierce you. So you gotta be wary when going to professionals. You want to make sure they're actual good professionals, because I would say a lot of piercers are extremely unregulated, and a lot of piercers have no idea what they're doing. They're just people trying to get tattoo apprenticeships. You know what I mean? Like, they're not people who actually care about you and your well-being. You really want to make sure you're doing research on the piercer that you're going to. And you can leave a comment down below. I tried to make a video in the past about how to find an actual reputable piercer, but I don't think it was very good. I made that like a year ago. But either way, I can try to remake that video in a better way now that I have a little bit more confidence with the camera, because that was like the first video. Anyway, leave a comment down below if you want me to make a video on my tips on how to find an actual reputable piercer so you can get good piercings, and then you can get your doth and tragus pierced and maybe something else pierced, and it can be a successful piercing experience. Anyway, I don't mean that to be actually rude to whoever received the piercing. Obviously, most people who go to piercers are expecting them to be the professionals. Like, obviously, as a consumer, I shouldn't know better than the person who's stabbing me with the needle, but unfortunately, that's the reality of things. This person says, if anyone could tell me what happened, I would appreciate it. Probably dirty jewelry, probably poor quality jewelry, the wrong size jewelry, and the wrong piercer. Maybe it was pierced wrong on top of all of that. So I definitely don't blame this person for their ear getting an infection. It could have been them not cleaning it properly, but it looks like there was a lot of things stacked against this piercing from the very start. So, next one. We did it. My piercing is out. I mean, I guess at least the pliers don't look too dirty. They look kind of new. What piercing was it? I'm guessing a nip. I guess just showing off the ear. Needles. Oh. Second time lucky, I guess. Don't do this. They're piercing their septum. Man, I just recorded a video. So, black jewelry. Ugh. Silver jewelry. What happened? It looks like the piercing's too far back. It should be closer to the tip of the nose. That's why those clamps aren't actually that good, because where the outer wall of the clamp is, since you know how people have those septum clamps that have like a tube at the tip? Those, I guess, work better. I don't know. My piercer never used a clamp for a septum on me. But those clamps that are meant for like squeezing your eyebrow, like those flat big clamps, not with the tube, the literally the side of that bar is going to be covering the majority of your sweet spot. So odds are this went in the wrong spot. Then trying to put black jewelry, never put black jewelry in a fresh piercing. Literally, black jewelry is just paint. You're just putting paint in your piercing. Why would you put paint in your piercing? My smoothie's melting. Yeah, please don't put any paint. Don't put coating. Unless your piercing is fully healed, then you can get away with it. But if you're freshly piercing yourself, you're not going to want to put paint into your piercing. Let's be real. And you know that's not some sort of fancy coating, because this person probably bought some sort of kit off of Amazon or something, so we don't know. And then it looks like the ring that they switched it to, I'm not sure if they re-pierced it, not sure. Either way, that ring kind of looks a little bit too small. Like, I'm not sure if it's going to have enough diameter to accommodate for swelling, but I haven't touched their nose, so I really have no idea. Either way, it doesn't look like it's done right. It looks like it's too low and too far back. It should be right up, high and tight. That's the phrase. High and tight, right up in the tip of your nose. And yeah, so poorly done piercing. You should know better. Don't pierce yourself at home. There's piercers who are professionals. Okay, I gotta watch this. Trying to pierce snake bites. What are snake bites? Lips? I can't see anything. I don't get the... Oof. Nails. You know, you want to see some nails? Nails are dirty. Oh my god. I don't think I can even show this. They're just bleeding. They try to get the jewelry in with their dirty nails. I'm just assuming they're dirty because they're nails. So, mine are clean, but they look nasty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a warning, blood and needles. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. The jewelry should go in with the needle. Like, oh my god. Ooh. And that's why you go to a piercer, to avoid veins and whatever else you hit. To avoid the veins and whatever else you might be hitting. And to actually, for oral piercings, for a lip piercing, you know what's important? Right behind your lips? Your teeth. If you pierce that wrong, then your piercing will be rubbing against your teeth. But if you go to a piercer, a good piercer anyway, they will take note where your teeth are, how your lip sits. They will do their best to pierce it in a way where it won't be hitting your teeth. Whether it's piercing it straighter, piercing it slightly to the left, whatever. They're trained to take things like that into account so you don't damage your teeth for the rest of your life. So it might be like, oh, it's just a lip piercing. It's not just bleeding you could endure. You could also endure literal tooth damage. Teeth are expensive. Take care of your teeth. Get pierced by a professional who can help you along the way. Lulu's again. Come pierce with me. Touching the outside of the gloves. So, I think she touched the outside. Or I think so. Is this supposed to be a professional piercer? Like, why is a professional... This is Lulu's. It's supposed to be a professional piercing page. Okay. Don't go to... I mean, if you really want to, but there are so many... Please don't travel to Lulu's. There's so many good piercers out there. Go to safepiercing.org if you're in the United States. safepiercing.org and find a professional piercer. and find one that's closest to you, please. There's more to it than that, but that's a better baseline than book an appointment with Lulu's. What the heck? What is that? Oh, they got the straw hooked on the ball on their labret piercing. That looks super uncomfortable. But it's just plastic, so I don't... Oh my god. I can't imagine it's that uncomfortable, but that's hilarious. How dangerous you are based on the type of piercing you have. Belly button, danger level. They're not gonna write that? Oh, he's just talking. Skipping it. Take 2. He said the needle hit the clamps. First of all, the clamps are way too low. They're like in the soft tissue, like right at the tip. Way too low. The needle hit the clamps. It's literally a straight tube. How could it hit the clamps if you're pushing the needle straight? Oh my god. It wasn't even going to go through the right spot in the first place. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess some piercers, I'm sure there are some professional piercers that use clamps, but for a septum piercing, I feel like a good piercer would most likely do freehand, but I guess I don't know all of them. But what a good piercer wouldn't ever use is plastic clamps. Because guess what you can't put in an autoclave? Plastic clamps. You need metal implements that you can properly sterilize and autoclave, like, I don't know, whatever they do to clean the... I don't know, whatever they do to clean the tools. You need a piercer that's not using plastic utensils. That's outrageous. Let me watch it again. Like, the piercer did that. They're gonna do it again? I didn't watch, I got distracted. I don't even think there's any markings on the outside of the nose to like have a guideline for straight, but I guess if you're just relying on the clamps, you don't need guidelines. Okay, we don't get to see the second try. Oh, I saw this the last time. In the middle of a mall. Piercing. It's so awkward that there's like a whole mall in the background. Looks like didn't get the jewelry all the way in, like while following through the needle. My piercer actually uses a taper. I'm pretty sure they use the needle, then they immediately swap that with the taper so that the needle, the sharp thing's not in your nose. And then the taper has a little pin that you can put the jewelry in so that it's seamless, so there's never any gaps like this. I mean, I'm sure mistakes happen, but they seem to happen very frequently in some places, huh? Okay, this is kind of boring. Oh, piercing yourself. All I see is my reflection now. I think the back fell out. Yeah, the back fell out when she took the clamps off. That's why piercers, that's why they invented piercers. I guess in the olden days we used to all pierce ourselves, but now that where people, at least for people living in more privileged countries, there's no excuse to pierce yourself at home. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I guess whatever floats your boat, but you're signing up for infection, you're signing up for scarring. You know, if you want that, go for it. Bought these from Shein. Is this the same thing I saw last time? No, it's something different. Tie the hair back. Use a highlighter? Why a highlighter? Clean the ears first. Because if you mark it, then use rubbing alcohol, it'll wipe away the marking. Just saying. Okay, but it's a gun, so... Oh, so it's gonna be a fail, though. Trying to figure out how it works. It's Google's a video. It's kind of straightforward, but maybe that's just because I've seen so many different kinds of videos like this. Yeah, I don't think I would be able to push hard enough to like make it go through. I would get nervous once it hurts. Because it's not sharp. You're literally piercing yourself with an earring. Well, they said they're going to get it done professionally after lockdown, so that's pretty good. Oh, but it's only part 1. I'm skipping it. Won't getting any piercings for a while. Oh, this is the same girl as last time. Is it? Well, if it's not, it is very similar and not as good. Talking, the tissue underneath went necrotic, but that was my favorite. What? Hold on. What? And it caused so much pain, lol. That's weird. I guess I'm not a piercer or a doctor, but I don't know that I would necessarily say necrotic, but maybe that's what rejection is. It's sort of like your tissue dying off and pushing out the jewelry, but like the layers on top kind of die off as it pushes it out. So maybe it technically counts as necrotic, but it just looks like, I don't know if it was poor quality jewelry and caused extra irritation, but that dark, like that purpley dark line looks more like rejection to me. But if they went to a doctor, you know, I guess I can't, like, I could have my opinions on doctors and piercings and stuff related to piercings, but I guess in the end I'm not the doctor, so sure. I say it's rejected, but I'm not a doctor. Last video on your camera roll is meant to match the sound. What? All these little gun things. Epic fail, because they're garbage. Like, even if it's $1, it's a waste of money. Because even if you can pierce yourself, that's junk jewelry. Oh. It's all junk jewelry coming out of those things. The comments are funny. Yeah, you can tell it's too low. When you can see the whole bar, apparently this person also knows that it's too low, but when you can see like the whole bar and the only thing missing is like that top part, but you can pretty much see the whole thing, it's not pierced right. Like, when I got my original septum piercing, you could pretty much only see the balls because it was in high and tight in the sweet spot, and you could only see the balls, maybe a little bit of the bar sticking out. And that's, I guess I could have gotten a larger diameter ring, but even then, it doesn't have this sort of look where you can see the whole outer perimeter of the ring. So, but they know it's messed up. I'm assuming they did it themselves. I just can't stop. Nose piercing gone wrong. There's probably a lot more information. Oh, it's the oh no, oh no. No piercing. That's just sad. I was about to say, I'm not sure if that's a piercer, but I don't think it is. I think it's someone's dining room. But they got tattoos, so I thought it was a piercer. Anyway, I think I'm calling it. Well, let me know which one was the most irritating for you to watch. I don't even remember all of them. Let's see, which one was the worst? I don't know. My favorite was when it was just the little nipple bar and they used the pliers to take it out, but we didn't get to see it. But I liked the emotions in that one. I felt good with that one. It was positive. Let me know which one was your favorite down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to send me some pictures or anything like that related to piercings or tattoos or anything. Send it to me in my DMs on Instagram. It's linked down in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I already said that, and I love ya. See you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Just let me type. Please. Oh, it's open.